is here. I is a bird. Um, so I just whenever I say I is and then say something, it's always like I is a bird. You know, it's from that Tom Scar sketch. Yeah. Why does my hair look lopsided? I wear a hat once, and yeah. Okay, well, it's been a bit of a weird day, very busy, but not with art or any editing or anything like that. Just regular busy bullshit stuff. Um, yeah, I had a very big, huge, gigantic wave of depression hit me, and that was annoying. But that's only because of, well, circumstances I can't tell you about, which is great. But yeah, I did get my SP actually paid for, the case and everything paid for. Um, so that was nice. That was a good. Apparently that was a Father's Day gift. Basically, I got like donated a bunch of a bit of money from somebody, and basically they were like, "Yep, just consider it a Father's Day gift." And I was like, "Ooh, a new SP would cost me around about $500. Fresh out of the box, mint condition, all that stuff." And they were like, "No." So I was like, "That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take the case and the battery. That's great. Thank you so much." But yeah, here it is. Swing. It still looks shiny on camera, but you can see it's had a fair amount of wear and tear, and it's got the Nintendo logo still shiny on it. So that's cool. Carl says a new SP is 500. No way, it is. It is. It's like crazy money. Um, a used XP that still works, like has all its functionality and everything. Um, this thing, it could get me $200, but it's like it means a lot to me. I've had this for as long as they have been around, as long as they've been out. It's got Pokemon Fire Red in it at the moment, and the battery only lasts for like an hour, 2 hours maybe. But I mean, like it's like I said, it's been with me for all that time, and it all works. All of it still works. It's been dropped in a pool at least once. I can't remember if I did it again. um, but yeah, if you look at this, like I said, if you look at this up close, you can see all of the ward damage it's taken, and the paint is completely stripped off of the corners and the edges. Like it's had a rough life, and it's been. I mean, I've sat on it many times, and it still works fine. Like all of it still works fine, and everything. Yeah, very little damage on the inside of it. Oh my god! I was just bragging about it, and oh my god! I don't know if you can see that on the inside of the screen. That is a thunderfly. That little dark spot on in the inside. That is a thunderfly. Oh my god! No. It seems to be alive. Get out. Or at least move away from the screen. It's inside the screen. I wish it would focus. But see, it's moving. A thunderfly is a tiny bug, very very tiny. Um, they live in hot weather, they are tiny, and they basically are just they're harmless, but they are like just a tiny little black line, just a very very tiny little black line, and they they get into stuff like a gnat. No, it's smaller than a gnat. It's I mean, it's tiny. It's in my SP. It managed to get in the SP. It's in between the screen, the glass, the plastic, whatever, which by the way is flawless despite 20 years of use. Why won't you focus? Why won't you fucking focus? You're focusing on the reflection. Yeah, it's so tiny they got in between the glass and the actual screen, and it's alive and it's refusing to get out. I don't want to break my SP. I did it. It's no longer in the SP. But yeah, so this thing has been with me at sea to the other countries. It's come to America a couple of times with me. And the case is a bit beaten up. It's lost its back sticker, you know, but it works fine. It works fine. The backlight even works. It works. It works gloriously. There's nothing wrong with it. It works perfectly great. Are you seriously back? No, it's just a okay. So yeah, works fine. It's got a Thunder Flight in it at the moment, but whatever. Hopefully that won't come back onto the screen. I'm going to keep it open so that the light basically will hopefully get rid of it. You know, make it so that it doesn't go on the screen. Actually, I'm going to close it because I'm frightened now. But yeah, this is it. I was one of the first people to get this. It was, the first available color was silver, so I got silver, and yeah, it's been with me ever since. And on Monday, I'm going to get a new case and a new battery, so it will be rejuvenated a bit. And if the insides do look a bit grubby, which I suspect they do, because it's going to be a clear case. It's all clear plastic. Um, I am basically I have a husband with a lab that basically can like clean up all the insides and make sure the connections work and all that stuff. So yeah, it's very possible that he will be handling all of the internals when it comes to actually like changing the case. So yeah, I might not. I mean, I had planned to do a live stream where basically like actually with you guys basically take it apart and then put it back together in its new case. But that might not happen depending on like when we crack this open. Because as far as I can understand, you essentially there isn't like really like any screws on the top section on this section, unless I think there might be some kind of screws or something hiding underneath the protective pads, but I'm not sure. But you basically have to jam something in there and then pry it open. And I'm a bit scared of that, a little bit. But yeah, But yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the beauty. I finally brought it into my office just so I could show you guys, because Panafox didn't think it existed. No, I'm sure he knew it existed. It was just that, I'm missing. But yeah, it's it's got so much sentimental value. I'm kind of like, I'm a little bit scared to actually do all of the stuff that I said. Change the case. I might change the battery and then chicken out. I'm not entirely sure, because there isn't anything wrong with the case. It literally is just the case is just, as you can see, the paint is very, very scratched and worn down. So yeah, I do like these things. Like there's two like kind of empty slots, and they're for like attachments that go on top of it. So you've got like the new Game Boy camera that they were going to bring out but they didn't bring it out anywhere but Japan. And because they basically, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but Game Boy released Game Boy Camera, and it was a really shitty, but I had it. Really shitty, but it was actually a really cool attachment at the time. It basically let you take pictures with your Game Boy, just your regular Game Boy, not your Game Boy Color, not your Game Boy Advanced, your regular Game Boy, your giant chunky Game Boy. It let you actually take pictures with this thing, and then basically play games with them. And if you had a printer, you can actually attach the printer, and basically you can print off little stickers of your pictures, really tiny pictures, really tiny stickers. But I have the printer as well, and the camera somewhere. But yeah, there was going to be a new version, and they basically were going to slot it on top like there, and you could basically take pictures and stuff with your SP, and it was going to be awesome. But like I said, they didn't release it in there. What the fuck? Have I got a thunderfly in my throat? I think I have. But yeah, it really is only good for like connecting the wireless adapter, because it's got like a little wireless adapter that you can trade Pokemon with, another Game Boy Advance or whatever. Your Game Boy Advance would also have these two little slots on top, but this thing is also meant for other stuff. And most people just kind of like use it as like a keyring attachment, or basically as like a wrist strap attachment or something. And I did that occasionally, but I never kept anything on it like long term. I did have a little tiny Pikachu charm that came out of the sweet machine like things. You put like a 20p in, or a 25-cent coin in. You put a quarter in, and then basically turn it around, and then you get like a little capsule. And they, because I was working at a swimming pool, basically they had one of these machines. They had a Pokemon one on, 1 month. They had a Pokemon like theme going on. So I got myself a 20p keychain Pikachu, and it basically didn't have a regular keychain attachment. It had a plasticky string thing, and it went through the hole and could go around, and it basically had a mini Pikachu hanging off of my Game Boy when I was playing with it and stuff. It was cute. I was so cool as a kid, you guys. I was awesome. I like how when I was telling that story, my view counter went 0. Whatever. Anyway, that's the SP. That is my SP. I love this thing. I think it's been dropped downstairs a couple of times. Carpeted stairs, though, so no damage. I think it's actually been dropped off of like. Now that I think about it, my My high school was really dangerous. They had like this big hallway in the middle of one of the buildings, and it was basically like it went all the way to the top floors. So we're talking about about 4 stories, 5 stories, and it was a big open like hallway, but it was also a stairwell that stairs went up, and while you're waiting for your class, you basically could hang over the railing and just look at people below, or a lot of kids like to spit on people below, which is gross and disgusting, and I fucking hated that. Um, I've only ever been gobbed on once. That's what they used to call it. And yeah, but basically, I was waiting for my math class. I was like super early because I had a free period before that, and I was just waiting at the door for the class to be over and my class to begin. I was just playing my Game Boy, and then somebody nudged me on like with the elbow to get my attention, and I just dropped it, and it's still alive. So yeah, I mean that's amazing. The math class was only on the first floor, so it only fell like 1 story, so it wasn't like that huge of a, yeah, but still. um, yeah, it's a tough little bastard. I'll probably open it up, and the second that it opens up, it breaks. Something inside it breaks. That's one of the reasons why I'm scared of opening it up, because yeah, it's terrifying. But no, there it is. It's my SP. It's so weird. It is so weird holding this thing. It's like a quantum totem. Like I can just holding this thing specifically in this way. Basically, I can kind of time travel. I can basically remember like all of the backdrops around it that I've had in my life, and remembering how big my fingers were is weird because like it's mostly this position, because it's like my chest and my tummy are propping it up right now. I'm like I can play it like this, but I remember like when that wasn't there, and that's weird to remember that. That's very strange. But yeah, it's like a weird totem for me. So I very much don't want it to go away. If it does break, I'm hoping it doesn't. If it does break, I still can play Pokemon on my DS Lite. So I'm okay with trying to replace it. But yeah, maybe I should make Damon do it. Maybe I should make my husband. Maybe I should make him do it, because then if he breaks it, then it's his fault and he can replace it. Is that mean? Does that sound mean? I feel like that might be mean. He did that with one of my computers. He did that with one of my computers. It was cheapish at the time though, because it was a small notebook. It was a small notebook computer. Like it wasn't that expensive. It wasn't that powerful. I mainly used it to watch streaming, like just before streaming became big. I basically was watching on the on demand channels on it. And what happened is I used to bring it into my office, and then I used to take it back into the house whenever I was like working, and then when I went back into the house to work out or cook dinner or whatever. And for some reason, Damon had locked the back door, and he doesn't know why he did this. it was just, I guess it was just out of habit or something. Like he was about to go to bed, so he locked the back door, and I was still outside, and I was just, I was holding the laptop, and I grabbed the handle to the door, and then I pulled the handle, pushed the door, and then I moved forward. The door wasn't opening, so the laptop kind of like got squished by me, and then it slipped out of my arm, and then hit the concrete, and it broke the screen. Everything else was fine, but it broke the screen, which could also come off, and then was a tablet. So it was useless, and he felt so bad about this, and he replaced the laptop for me because it was his fault in his eyes. But I was just in shock. That it's like, how did this happen? Like he'd never locked the door. He never locked the back door when I was outside. He knew when I was outside, so he didn't understand why he locked the back door. Anyway, he replaced the laptop, and that was actually less expensive than this would be to replace. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Oh, you. Carl, are you still here? Are you Kyle? Kyle from Scotland? Is that you? I don't think it's you. I'm gonna have to click on your icon to see a bigger version of it. Yeah, it's not you. God damn it! I haven't talked to anybody for like hours and hours and hours. So basically, my throat is. I should do warm up exercises before I do a live stream. I always seem to have like a problem with my throat, just at least at the beginning of my live stream. Weird. Um. Yeah. Bullshit. That was very quiet. But yeah. Okie dokie. We're almost on the half an hour mark, and that's when I like to end quickies usually. Unless anybody wants to keep me here. Anybody wants to give me a reason to stick around? Oh, I do have a bit of news. I've tried, and I'm not really liking it, mainly because it isn't as accessible as I thought it was going to be. VR chat, and like I said, it's not as accessible as I thought it was going to be. Um, oh my God, there are a lot of children on there. Jesus. But I mean, I get it. It's the internet and stuff. But it's just kind of like, it's weird. It's very strange. But yeah, I just, like, I wanted to, I was bored one day and my game crashed. So essentially, I was kind of looking for something to do before I went to bed. I wanted to do something online and be social a little bit at least. And yeah, I noticed that VR chat was like available in Steam, um, free to download and all that stuff. So I downloaded it, and yeah, like I said, it's not as accessible as I was hoping it would be. Basically, I thought you could get on there and then you can make your own basic avatar instead of downloading. God damn it! There we go. Instead of downloading other people's like creations and stuff, and well, you can't do that. You need to click on like outfits to try them out, I guess, and it's like you can't modify them or anything, at least not easily. So it's kind of annoying. At least I don't know how to yet. But yeah. It also seems to be kind of like the world descriptions and stuff seem to be highly questionable sometimes. So yeah, eh. But no, I'm looking forward to basically like finding friends, people that I already know on there, and like working some of the bugs out. So yeah, Panda Fox, are you still around? Oh, shut up! I'm going to bed right after this. I was basically just killing some time so that I could go to sleep because I ate something. I had a big dinner. We went to McDonald's, so I had my usual McDonald's, and it seems to be taking a while to digest at least a little bit more. I guess I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I'm slightly dehydrated or something. It's just that I know that if I laid down, I could feel how heavy, how extra heavy my tummy is on top, instead of like my stomach still has stuff in it. I like to go to bed when my stomach doesn't have anything in it because um, then I won't get acid reflux. Simple as. So I was just killing time until that happened, and I think it went ding a minute ago. So I might just go. I might just go sleep. I'm certainly making gayest now, probably because of the milkshake. I mean, I am a little bit scared because I was talking to my friend who basically has he's a he's a pharmacist. He's not like a full on doctor, but he basically is like it's very helpful with just general health questions and stuff like that. And he's also got diabetes, and he's also a big bear. So basically, I asked him a couple of questions because I found out that remember when I basically got told by a nurse that I had diabetes, and then she told me the number, the number of which your blood sugar crosses into the diabetic threshold, um, and she said that my one was just below that, but I'm considered to be diabetic anyway. I was wondering if she basically meant that I have diabetes, the unreversible kind, and you know, I could basically go to a course which will basically tell me what kind of foods I can have and all that stuff. I declined this because I was I was kind of questioning her still because she still didn't make it clear. But that if my number is below the diabetic threshold, then shouldn't I have like pre-diabetes? Be pre-diabetic? And she basically said no. That I have diabetes, and I was like, this scared me, and I told my friend about this, and he said that it's like you probably don't have diabetes if your numbers like didn't cross into the diabetic threshold. You probably don't have diabetes, especially since you had your blood tested like a month later, and you were not even in the pre-diabetic like threshold, and they told you that you're pre-diabetic. What? But yeah, it basically my all of my medical records for some reason have on it that I'm diabetic. I am not though, because I still eat sugar. I don't take any medication for my diabetes, and I don't have any diabetic symptoms. So I don't get it made me scared because it's like I could have diabetes, and this is really bad on your kidneys. This is like really bad on your kidneys. This could shut down one or both of your kidneys. So it's like Yeah. I've also got a friend who who this has happened to. You know, basically he didn't go to the doctors for a long period of time until he started getting um, symptoms that basically mean that one of his kidneys has shut down. And when he went to the doctors, one of his kidneys had shut down, and he was diabetic. And he basically had to have surgery to have the old kidney taken out, and then he had to have he had to go onto the organ registry and stuff to basically have a new kidney, and he had to go through dialysis every fucking day, and it's like that would terrify me. So I don't really want that to happen to me. So I'm basically going to have to ask a doctor about that. Um, I'm waiting for my. I'm basically waiting for my yearly checkup to come, and then I'm going to bring this up with them, um, and also probably have more blood taken because they love my blood. It's because I've got this hormonal condition. I know I've said this already lots of times. I've got a hormonal condition that basically is very, very rare, and it means that my hormones are all out of whack. And they love to test my blood because there aren't many of these cases, so they like to have lots of my blood. So yeah, my blood, fucking vampires. Right, it's cool enough in here now. I'm probably going to keep the fan on though. Well, I'm probably going to turn it off when I go. So yeah, and I'm going to go. Um, is anybody here still? It says that there's nobody watching anymore. Well, it says there's one person watching, but that's technically me. That's why it's weird when it says nobody's watching, because it's like, but I've got it open right here. How is it? You know? But yeah. So if anybody's here, oh, then how comes it doesn't register? Because it's a different account that's watching, so I don't understand how it doesn't register that I'm watching it. You know, because I'm not logged in as Bear Tubbs on this computer. I'm logged in as one of the other channels. So why? Ugh, whatever. But no, hi Dawn. I was only asking if anybody was here because I was gonna just leave. But I mean, if anybody was here, then I was gonna do the belly rubs and belly salute thing. But that's cool. Do you really have me just nattering on in the background? Really? I think you're on a bit of a delay as well. I've just got the high tones thing. Ugh, shut up. Actually, no, because I am going to go to bed soon. I am actually tired. And I've got a very busy day that's beginning in like 6 hours. So, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. As long as you don't mind me prattling on about nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go lay in bed and play on this because that's why the game is in it until I fall asleep. Oh my god! I cannot wait till the new case gets here. I'm really excited about this. It's so satisfying as well. The little button clicks. Don't know if my microphone picked any of that up, but yeah. After all these years, it's still very clicky. It's still so clicky as like when I got it. It's so cute. I'm not kidding. This is the thing that I'm going to be buried with. You know. Um, Actually, no, because I'm going to be composted. So Yeah. This is the thing I'm gonna, I'm going to give my children. I'm going to leave that behind for my loved ones. It's going to be like super nice. If I was buried, I would be buried with it. But yeah, it's kind of like, it's very precious to me. So yeah. Okay then. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the belly rubs and belly salute anyway. Even if you're not watching or paying attention, I get it. Video games are more fun than me. I'm messing with you. Honestly, I am. I still haven't looked at any of the bigly big padding clothes and stuff, but I will. I will do that. It's just that it's the weekend and I'm busy now. I was supposed to do that today, but we had like furniture moving around problems and stuff, and then it got like really hot. Ugh. Belly rubs and belly salute. But yeah, I will definitely do that, and I will edit the sodding video. I'm really glad I don't have like a deadline for any of my work and stuff, because I suck at deadlines. You know. Anyway. I mean, it's not the worst. It's just that I hate it when I'm doing a big project and I have a deadline, because yeah, it's just like that kind of pressure I can take. It's just that I don't want to. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Next time I'll do a live stream, it will probably be on Monday. But I mean, like, if I do have free time in the weekend, I might come on the weekend. For anybody watching playback, I am going to be trying my best on Sunday night to do movie night, and I will watch something with somebody. You know, I will be there watching something. So, like, yeah, if you're on Discord and if you want to watch a classic Disney movie or something, then just like give me a poke, and or just join in the cinema in on Discord. Anyway, yes, gone for everything. I feel like there's something I'm missing, but I think it was the VR chat thing, and I've already said that. So, what am I missing? Probably nothing important. Whatever. I'll come back on Sunday, maybe. If not that, Monday. I tried to trick my brain into figuring out what it was. I'm just leaving. Toodles.